welcome back. Right, as you know, the last vinyl I played was Pink Floyd's The Wall, and I had a wonderful time with that. And today it was raining, so I'm home. So I've got the opportunity to play A Saucerful of Secrets. Released the 29th of June 1967, I do believe. 68, sorry. Oh yeah, of course, because Piper at the Gates of Dawn was released in 67, the same year as Sgt. Pepper's. I do believe while this was being recorded, this was in Studio 3 of Abbey Road. The Beatles was in Studio 2 at the same time, because that was a more advanced studio, apparently. Anyway, enough about that. Shall we open it? Glasses. Who am I trying to kid? Yeah. Right. Look at that, straight in. Boom, 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 boom. Do you leave this stuff on yours? Or do you take it off? I mean, I kind of like that sticker. And with The Wall, you see, while I was listening to it, I peeled it off and stuck it on the vinyl sleeve. Or would you leave it like that? I mean, they look a lot nicer when they're out, don't they? Let's be honest. Even on the shelf, the vinyl sleeve kind of ruins it. So anyway, enough about that. So, Pink Floyd, A Saucerful of Secrets. Now, I do know... Was it Remember a Day? Yeah. Now, Remember a Day, track 2... was recorded during the Piper at the Gates of Dawn sessions, but it just wasn't used on the album. So that's a Syd Barrett type song with Syd, even though the vocals are Richard Wright. I did hear on Jugband Blues that Syd brought in 3 or 4 Salvation Army guys, and the only instruction that he gave them was just to play whatever they wanted. So, but it's been a while since I played this album, to be honest. I honestly can't remember the last time. So let's do this, shall we? Columbia. Nice. Right, let's get that one first. Nice anti-static sleeve. You see that? Nice.
I knew Megan was home alone.
Sorry about that. Radio. Whoa. Wow. That is shiny. Oh, beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, as my mate Bob would say. Right, let there be more light. I'm going to quite enjoy this, so I'll be back in a little while. Jugband Blues is nuts, isn't it? It's brilliant. I loved it. That was a great... I can't remember the last time I listened to the track A Saucerful of Secrets. I'm talking years. Wow, it's terrific. Took me right through. I could sort of hear Atom Heart Mother and possibly bits of Ummagumma in the post. Yet parts of Piper. Sounded brilliant on record though, I've got to say. Again, no one's in, so I kind of took the piss a little bit, turned it up. But not to the point where it's crash, you know, just at a good volume where you can proper feel the music. So, first play of Saucerful of Secrets. And it was terrific. These reissues are bloody marvellous. I like it very much. Nice anti-static sleeve, straight back in there. Eventually, hopefully. Boom. Saucerful of Secrets. Let There Be More Light was brilliant. Got me straight in the mood. Takes you straight back to that 70s. Kind of makes you think, you know, they used to play them psychedelic places. I think Floyd were one of the first ones that would play that, had that liquid stuff all over the walls while they was playing their sets and stuff with their far out shirts. I mean, 1967. It was all going on then, you know. Sergeant Pepper, Flower Power, the whole tune-in, Dropout. And you can imagine going to see Pink Floyd at the height of that in 1967 where they was underground. And Syd Barrett was at the helm. Bless him. Now, he didn't have a lot to do with this album. This is like the crossover album, really, where all 5 of them are on there. Because this is kind of the one where Syd leaves and David Gilmour steps in. Love David Gilmour, don't get me wrong, with the things to come, we know. But, you know, there's a little part of me that just feels really sad for Syd Barrett. Let's be honest. There wouldn't have probably been a Pink Floyd without him. You know, he literally was the creative genius. And I do vaguely remember hearing somewhere that Rick Wright, when Syd started getting ill, because, to cut a long story short, Syd Barrett took way too much LSD in the 60s and he lost his mind. But I do believe that Richard Wright was quite nervous at the thought of, you know, the creative genius, you know, the flow was going. But as we've all found out since, Roger Waters took over that job very, very well. And well, they all done well. Richard Wright, Nick Mason and David Gilmour. Another thing I noticed as well, sometimes Richard Wright sounds a bit like Syd Barrett. I don't know if anyone has ever noticed that, or I think it was on Apples and Oranges, some of the early Pink Floyd stuff. But I noticed it a little bit on here. But I really, really enjoyed Remember a Day could literally slip on the end of Piper at the Gates of Dawn. They're absolutely right. It was recorded during that time and it's got that craziness about it. You know, that very English. Yeah. Set the Controls to the Heart of the Sun. That's a fantastic song, isn't it? That hypnotic. Another one, you know, imagine being in one of them London clubs with all that stuff going on and everyone just going absolutely crazy to it. It's like that rhythmic, hypnotic. Sounded terrific and all on my TDLs. And then Corporal Clegg. That is terrific. When it first came on, that dun 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 dun. Sorry about that, but anyway, it was imposing. It was there. It was making you stand up, you know. And that halfway through, what is it? A zoot? Whatever you play, it sounds like Sooty. You know, the puppet thing. Brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. And like I said, side 2, A Saucerful of Secrets. Wow. I'm going to play that again this afternoon. That was a trip. Seesaw, that lovely Richard Wright. And it is We Go Up As... He's got a lovely voice, God rest his soul. He's another one gone now. So, yeah. And then obviously Syd's Jugband Blues. I love Syd Barrett. I may even get the Madcap Laughs, Barrett and Opal on vinyl for those Syd fans out there. But anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to Alice Plays Reaction, who bought me that for my birthday. What a treat. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Another one's going to sit in a proud place in my collection. I can see my Pink Floyd collection. Oh dear, it's going to get costly. Anyway, so yeah, that's round about it really. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommended. If you've got any doubts, they sound great, the records. They really sound good. These reissues are really nice. So they come highly recommended by me. So what's going to be my next one? I've got Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, and A Saucerful of Secrets. Now, I can hear some of you already saying, metal! And I know, I've got to get it. But also I'm thinking, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, get that one, because it's going to come. I've got to get it. The very first one. I love Syd Barrett, as I told you earlier. Or bringing it right up to date. Well, not right up to date, but 15 years ago when they brought out the Division Bell, because that's the concert where I first went to see Pink Floyd live, and it was at Earl's Court, and there was all things flying over your head, and amazing, really amazing. But there's issues here, you know. There's a whole bunch here, so we'll see, but maybe metal. Be nice to hear echoes, wouldn't it? Don't get me started. Right. Anyway, right. So that's me for another little ramble about Pink Floyd's Saucerful of Secrets. Loved hearing it again. What a treat. Yeah. So I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Whatever you're doing, have yourself a great day. Bye now.